Millie the Little Witch. Millie was the smallest witch in the village. While the older witches zoomed across the sky on long, shiny broomsticks, Millie's broom was short and wobbly. Whenever she tried to fly, it squeaked, "Eek, eek!" and shook so much that Millie had to hold on with both hands. But Millie didn't mind. She loved her broom, and she loved practicing little spells in the garden. Instead of making scary potions, she made cheerful ones. Pink sparkles that smelled like strawberries, bubbles that giggled when they popped, and candles that sang soft lullabies. One autumn evening, the witches were getting ready for the Grand Harvest Festival. Everyone wanted to show their biggest, boldest spells. The older witches stirred giant cauldrons of swirling smoke, painted the sky with fiery dragons, and filled the air with booming thunder. Millie felt shy. Her spells were tiny. Who would want a giggling bubble when there were fire-breathing dragons? Still, she whispered her favourite rhyme and tapped her broom. Out floated a trail of rainbow stars. They danced, twinkled, and formed a glowing heart above the crowd. The villagers gasped. "Oh, ah!" Then they clapped and cheered. Children laughed and reached up to catch the gentle rainbow sparkles. Even the oldest witches smiled. "Millie," said the head witch, "your magic may be small, but it's filled with joy. That is the best magic of all." Millie's cheeks glowed pink. She gave her broom a happy pat. From that night on, she wasn't just the smallest witch. She was the witch with the brightest, happiest magic in the village. And her little broom! It squeaked proudly, "Eek, eek," as it zoomed into the starry sky. Tilly and the Lost Hat. Tilly the little witch had a big problem. She had lost her pointy black hat. She looked under her bed. She peeked inside her cauldron. She even checked the cookie jar, just in case, but the hat was nowhere to be found. "Oh dear," sighed Tilly. "A witch without her hat looks more like a pumpkin." So she set off through the forest to find it. Along the way, she met her friend Pip the owl. "Have you seen my hat?" Tilly asked. "Not me," hooted Pip, "but I saw something pointy, blowing toward the meadow." Tilly hurried to the meadow. There she met Clover the rabbit. "Have you seen my hat?" she asked. "Not me," said Clover, twitching her nose, "but I saw something black tumbling toward the stream." Tilly skipped to the stream and asked Finn the frog, "Have you seen my hat?" Finn grinned. "Croak, I saw it sailing like a little boat." Sure enough, there was her hat, floating on the water, drifting away. "Oh no," cried Tilly. She tapped her broom and whispered a quick spell. Zip, the hat zoomed back into her hands, dripping wet but safe. "Thank you," she laughed, plopping it onto her head. It was a bit soggy, but it still made her feel like a real witch. Her friends clapped and cheered. From that day on, Tilly stitched a little string inside her hat so it would never fly away again. And whenever she wore it, Pip, Clover, and Finn would giggle and say, "That's the witch with the wandering hat." Tilly and the Midnight Cat. Tilly the little witch was stirring a sparkly potion in her cauldron. She sprinkled in starlight sugar and gave it a gentle swirl. Suddenly she heard a soft meow. On the windowsill sat a sleek black cat with bright green eyes. "Oh, where did you come from?" Tilly asked. The cat padded over and sniffed her potion. With a flick of its tail, it dipped a paw into the bubbling brew. Poof! The potion shimmered brighter than ever, sending gentle beams of light dancing around the room. "You're magical," gasped Tilly. The cat purred and curled against her feet. When Tilly offered milk, the cat sniffed and turned away. But when she opened the door and the moonlight spilled in, the cat's eyes sparkled like emeralds. "Do you like the moon?" Tilly asked. She picked up her broom. At once the cat leapt onto it, tail swishing. All right then," Tilly laughed. "Let's fly together." They soared into the night sky, the cat purring happily as they painted silver trails across the stars. Tilly had never flown so high or felt so brave. From that night on, the cat never left her side. It followed her to the forest, to the meadow, and even curled up on her bed when she slept. The other witches whispered, "Tilly's magic is small, but her heart is full. And now she has a cat as magical as she is." Tilly just smiled. "Every witch needs a hat, a broom, and a friend. I think I've found mine." The midnight cat purred in agreement as they soared together under the silver moon.